What's up, YouTube family? It's Andrea here. I got my best girl Pepper, and we are back here. We are at back actually in the cow pasture back here at the down cow, the heifer that a week ago had trouble calving, and we wound up having to pull her calf, and she's been down ever since. She looks pretty good, pretty perky, but now that it's been a week, it is time to try to help her up. We've tried a few times just with our hands, her trying with her front end and us picking up on the back end, but she just can't quite get those front feet. They'll come up what I call like on their knees and their back end, their back feet under them, and then they'll almost have to like pop their front feet like that onto the ground to fully get up. If you've ever paid attention to a cow getting up, it looks simple and pretty graceful until they're hurt or something, and then it's a lot for them to try to get up. So here she is, still pretty perky.
She acts like she's ready to stand up.
We're gonna try to use this billboard tarp thing and try to get it under her.
There isn't any part of this we like to do. But we're giving her every opportunity we can. Some things that if you don't have cattle, you may be kind of oblivious to how it's going to go. The only way we can get this under her is to actually roll her over on that. So that's what our next goal is going to be.
And that's how a lot of farmers will roll them from hip to hip when they're down for very long of a time, because you can't just let them stay on the same hip day after day. Well, they're trying to get it under her, and she's trying to stand up at the same time, but she just doesn't have enough strength. So number one goal is get this tarp under her so we can try to use the tractor to assist her to stay up.
We're doing it, grab her feet. Get your other foot, girl. Her other foot's weak. There it is. Oh, that's nasty.
Go.
Oh, she's moving her back legs. That's so good. Okay, tarp is under her. Y'all need a shower. What are you doing?
This is my redneck ingenuity. We're gonna see if it's gonna work. Rather than spending $700–800 on a sling to pick them up, I'm trying to make one. This is just an old billboard tarp.
What?
I thought she was fixing to get up. She didn't quite leave me the room here that I needed.
Meanwhile, every time we come back here, we have an audience. It's like they're rooting for their friend.
We're done with food.
Yeah, they could just want food.
That foot's got to be under there.
There you go. I think you actually pulled it.
You need us to all pull and pull some more?
Yeah, stick. Again.
Well, we're going to have her feet
Under it.
Yeah. All I'm doing here is using another board, sandwiching that on there, rather than trying to staple it or something like that where it'd rip. This right here is going to be kind of like one big staple all the way across it.
Watch out, my girl. Get him under you.
Nope,
Get him under
nope.
She just keeps trying to get up. She's just so tired and hasn't stood in a week. So
This has got to go on. That's got to go
she
on.
tried to stand up and got herself off the tarp. So now we're going to try to get her back on the tarp. But she keeps attempting to stand.
Would it make more sense to put it on that side?
Okay, she's back on the tarp for the moment. It looks like she's gonna have to have assistance. She's just too weak to get up and stay up. All right, so we're really trying to hurry, get this built, so we can try to get her lifted up before she tries it again, because she just can't do it. She's not liking this noise. Now Ben's drilling big holes to put these eye bolts Lane's got, so we've got something to hook a chain to hook to the forks of the tractor.
You got one on top or no? Nope.
And she's off again. She tried to stand up again.
First threads.
Well, she's getting closer to getting up, isn't she?
Yeah.
We're about to have this completely ready. Then we'll try to get it back under and try to get her up with it.
Side and pick up.
No, I was saying if you had them tied side to side and then come in and kind of like angled the rope and set on the forks, I figured it'd slide off. If you tied it there to here and then came in flat like this, I don't know how to work. That ought to work.
Alright, we got her back on it. Lane's holding the ropes. We're getting the tractor. We're going to try to do this very quickly before she decides to try to get up again. We about got it, Bubba. We are just trying to assist her and help her to get her feet under her and hopefully hold her up for a bit. I'm actually going to put y'all down in case I need to help. She hasn't got up yet, but we're tying her back in with a rope. Really don't know what else to do. Just trying to give her enough support she can get up. Lane knows all of Ben's hand signals. They're a pretty good team.
Up, down.
Well, that did not work, as y'all saw. We did get her on her feet almost, but she would not put weight on her front feet. We know she has because she's tried to get up on her own and she can get onto her knees. She just can't get them flipped under her. So I know she can use her front legs. I just think she's weak. And so we're going to try to put her back in the pen and just feed and water and just keep doing what we're doing. We're gonna call it quits for today because we don't want to hurt her further or make her sore. We just feel like it's time to quit for today. We gave it a try. We'll come back. We're just kind of going with the flow, hoping we're going to look out one day and she's going to be up on her own. But if not, we'll just take it a day at a time. We might come try to help her up again. Don't know. We've contacted everyone we know to try to get some actual equipment to get her picked up with. And really even the vet at this point, we've had these situations before and they'll just give you meds, which is some of the same meds that we've already given her, and just tell you to just watch her, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. So we've really done all we can do at this point and we're just gonna have to keep trying. So it is the next day. Our attempts yesterday to get her up did not work. We actually went and talked to someone who's really knowledgeable on cows and showed them our contraption we'd made, and they said it was perfect. It should have worked. So she's just obviously not ready to get up yet. She's working on it. She's tried a little bit today. This is our second time down here today to try to get her up. If you're new around here, this is a heifer that calved a week ago. It's actually been 8 days now. Her calf died and we had to pull it. It was already dead when we discovered her. So we pulled the dead calf and she's been down ever since. She was almost dead when we found her. She went down quickly trying to have the calf and just wore herself out. A lot of times that will deplete the calcium in a cow. Also, there's multiple things that can happen. The calf could have been on a nerve and she could have been temporarily not able to get her feet under her. So we're just trying to do everything we can to try to get this heifer up. We're not giving up on her yet. We're bringing her food and water and hay and trying to keep her comfortable. She's getting stronger, but she's just weak. And we've tried to just help her up, us pushing up on her back end and her trying. So far as it hasn't worked. We've given her IVs of calcium, and we have given her IVs of just dextrose, just trying to get her blood sugar back up and get her wanting to eat. We've given her B12 injections, lots of vitamins and minerals in play here. Actually, one thing I'm going to give her today is called Multimin. That's a mineral, another shot of minerals, just trying to get her strong enough to get up. I've also given her 1 dose of antibiotics so far, and I'm about to give her another one because she's just, there's a whole host of problems here due to the fact that she's on the ground. For one, after a cow calves, they walk around and that gets things going and they lose all the afterbirth and everything associated with calving. Well, she's not been able to move. So we're noticing some discharge and we just don't want her to get a raging infection on top of also trying to get up. So I'm going to give her another round of antibiotic. I'm going to give her something to open her uterus back up in case she did not shed all the afterbirth, because that is a sure sign that that will probably kill her if we don't get her cleaned out. So that's the 3 things I'm down here doing tonight, and we're kind of just winging this. We're trying to just figure out what to do to help this girl. Lane's hauling her some water up right now. We're just trying to do our best and try to save her. So that's the story. I wish this video ended with her getting up, but so far just not yet. It's been 8 days. We're still working at it. So we'll just keep y'all posted, and I'm going to get to medicating. All right, so this is a subcutaneous injection. That means I'm going right under the skin in the subcutaneous layer. I'm gonna go kind of parallel to her flesh, and then it'll kind of make a little bubble under the skin, and that's a subcutaneous. If your medicine say intramuscular, that means you just find a muscle. A lot of times I'll do it back here on the hip, and you just go straight in and shoot it in the muscle. So if you're like me and you're learning as you go, those are helpful things to know. So this is the last one that's going to make her open up and shed anything she has. We're just trying to combat all the problems that are coming with her just laying here. This is an intermuscular injection, so I'm just going to find a good fleshy spot to put this in. A lot of times if they're intermuscular, I put it back here where it's fleshy, so I'm not risking hitting a bone or something. That's just how I prefer to do it. So that's it for today. We're just doing our best. We'll just keep telling y'all how this turns out. I'm really hopeful. You see how her ears are up? That's a really good sign. We're just really hopeful that we're gonna get her up, or she's gonna get up, would even be better one of these days. So we will keep y'all posted. Thanks for taking this ride with us and for caring about our farm and our animals. We appreciate y'all so much. Every comment, every kind word that you leave us. So we will see you guys tomorrow. God bless.